So one of the differences in iPhone 6 Plus and iPhone 6 is better battery life for iPhone 6 Plus. Before we go into the details of the battery life comparison, let's take a look at their comparative prices. The iPhone 6 Plus is $100 extra or more than iPhone 6. This $749 versus $649 is the price difference for an unlocked iPhone for their lowest storage capacity. Now, what does that extra $100 buy you? For one, there is bigger screen. Secondly, it has optical image stabilization, and the third is you also get a bigger and battery life. So if you look at it, this $100 is worth it. And we already pointed out this bigger screen size, and one of the reasons we are showing you this screen size is the extra battery requires an extra space, and that space comes with that bigger battery size. Apple do not want to make it thicker, so the only way to get extra battery is by spreading it out in a larger area, and that's what Apple does. That's how Apple is able to provide more battery life in iPhone 6 Plus. In terms of capacity, the iPhone 6 Plus is about, we are saying about because we do not have still have the spec for iPhone 6 Plus and iPhone 6 battery life. It's about 2900 milliampere hour, and iPhone 6 has about 1800 milliampere hour. You should have this figure. We'll point it out in the comment section below when we have this actual figure, but it's roughly in this ballpark number that show the capacities of iPhone 6 Plus and iPhone 6. Now, iPhone 6 Plus should have a little bit of extra consumption because of the larger screen, not too much, because it's only the backlight that, because of its larger screen size, will need a little bit of power while keeping the illumination in the same range. But other than that, both of them use the same processor, everything same. So other than the backlight, other circuits should consume the same amount of power. And the next slide actually shows the comparison of the battery life between iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus, and let's take a look at that. So basically we have this chart actually shown by the Apple itself. It's roughly shown iPhone 6 has 50 hours of audio playing life. iPhone 6 Plus has 80 hours. In video, it's 11 versus 14. Wi-Fi browsing 11 versus 12. LTE browsing 10 versus 12. 3G browsing 10 versus 12. 3G talk 14 versus 24 hours. And standby 10 to 16 hours. So anytime you are using it for more of a screen intensive task, the battery life is not too different. If you are not using in screen intensive task, for example just the audio or just a 3G talk, when your screen is turned off on the standby, you see at least 50% of differences. But the moment you also use the screen itself, the difference is not that big, maybe 20% on the ballpark. That's where the ballpark number. If we are going to use it mostly for audio, for video, for audio and for video audio calls, we should expect a substantial improvement in the battery life. Especially impressive is the standby time of 16 days. So if you are using for a mix of standby and a little bit of talk, you can expect it for last for a week or so.